All right, this is going to be video 2. 2 in one day. What the hell? It's more than you do in a year. This is all about finding chicken zero. No, it's not about some sort of chicken disease, and you've got to find where it came from that turns everybody into a zombie apocalypse. It's about after you've got your rifle, you've got your good ammo, you've got your scope set up. You have a scope that tracks correctly. You can do a box test on your scope. You know that everything works, that it returns to 0 every time. That you click it back 20 clicks and it's right back to where you started before. I might have to make a video on that one too. That would be another video. But you're going to find your chicken zero. This is going to be 40 meters or 40 yards, depending on what your venue shoots, meters or yards. And then you're going to make yourself a little, I have a very large depiction of what your little dial-up card should be. You should have something. I have, sometimes it's written on the side of my rifle stock. Sometimes it's on a card on my clipboard that I carry with me. Or it can be on, if you have a little tray that you carry your stuff in, you just tape it right on there. But the idea would be, with your silhouette rifle, you're going to zero it for 40 meters, 40 yards, wherever chickens are, okay? And you can do this from the bench. This is one of those times when it's good to be on the bench, taking the human factor out of it. Just realize that when you're shooting from the bench at that 40-meter target, paper target you're going to put up out there, when you do transition to your offhand standing position, your zero may be slightly different, and not for everybody, but for some people. It's going to depend on your body type, your eye relief. It depends on a lot of things. I mean, we're talking very slightly different, not a lot. One way to sort of avoid some of that is to set your rifle up on the bench as close to your offhand position as you can get it. So, you know, when you're on the bench, if you can get your rifle up here and your rifle up in the air to where it's very similar to the way you would have it set up, and your cheek weld is very similar to have it on stock, eliminates a lot of those problems of trying to figure out a click here or a click there afterwards. Definitely not beginner stuff. But what you're going to do is 40 meters, it's going to be 0. That's your 0. That's where you start. And you're always going to return to that chicken 0. C for chickens. Second target at 60 meters is pigs. Now, just as an example, mine would be plus 10 with my rifle, my ammunition combination, 10 clicks. And that's going to depend on how, know what your scope is. Is it quarter MOA clicks? Is it 8 MOA clicks? Is it in millirands, milliradians, whatever your mils? I don't use those. I use MOA, and it converts to inches, and it makes life a little easier. But whatever it is, know your scope. Know your turrets and what value they have. Rams plus 16, and then know that it's negative 36 to dial back. I originally wrote 37, but because of the high quality production value here, I just scribbled it out and wrote 36. Why waste another quarter sheet of paper? Then as you're testing, so I'm testing at chickens. Okay, I got my chicken 0. I'm testing at pigs. I got my pig 0. This is all on paper too. You test on paper because paper never lies. You test on turkeys. You test on rams. Then you make damn sure that when you click it back, however many clicks it is, if it's 36 clicks, if it's 46, whatever it is, however many clicks back, that you're back dead center on chickens. And this is really critical to getting your dials and getting everything set up, because on match day, you don't want to have a doubt. You don't want to fool around with it. There's enough confusing things, and depending on where you shoot, sometimes it's get your equipment off the line and move right down to that next position. So you got to know that if I'm at turkeys and I'm going to rams next, It's that many clicks, and there it is. Boom, I'm done. Off I go. And that I'm back to chickens or back to wherever I am for the next bank of animals that I have to shoot. Now, one tip. This is I'm no pro, so this is the I'm not a pro tip. Don't think you're going to start on chickens every time. There are some matches in the format that they start them, you always start on chickens. There are a lot of matches that the format is you start wherever the hell there's an empty bank. You could start on turkeys. I seem to have the luck of the draw. I start on turkeys every time. I don't know why that is. It's just fate and dumb luck. But you're always going to go in an order. So if you start on turkeys, you go to rams, from rams to chickens, then pigs. It's always going to be that type of order. But know that, you could show up, oh, I'm on pigs, so I know I got 10 clicks. Here we go. Adjust my focus. I'm off to, put my equipment on the line. I'm ready for the line call. And that's important. Next video. Go shoot, go practice, get your equipment together, and go to a match.